Hi guys, so today we are going to be continuing the story of The Lord of the Rings, and we are on page 24. We're still on chapter 1, Fellowship of the Ring, and yeah, let's keep on going. Right, so that very month was September, and as fine as you could ask. A day or two later, a rumor, probably started by the knowledgeable Sam, was spread about that there was going to be fireworks, what is more, such as had not been seen in the Shire for a nigh on a century, not indeed since the old Tuck died. Days passed, and the day drew nearer. An odd-looking wagon laden with odd-looking packages rolled into Hobbiton one evening and toiled up the hill to Bag End. The startled hobbits peered out of lamplit doors to gape at it. It was driven by outlandish folk singing strange songs. Dwarves with long beards and deep hoods. Okay. Wait, why do they have long beards and deep hoods? Are they being mischievous? We'll see. A few of them remained at Bag End. At the end? Are you serious? We're already interrupted by an ad.
Switch to our unlimited.
I actually can't take it anymore. I'm gonna restart this thing for the 500 and billionth time. What's the story, guys? Welcome back to another video. My name is Noreentiwole, and we are continuing Lord of the Rings, the Fellowship of the Ring. We are on page 24, and I'm going to continue. Okay, let's do it. That very month was September, and as fine as you could ask. A day or two later, a rumor, probably started by the knowledgeable Sam, was spread about that there were going to be fireworks. Fireworks, what is more, such as had not seen in the Shire for nigh on a century, not indeed since the old Tuck died. Days passed, and the day drew nearer. An odd-looking wagon, laden with odd-looking packages, rolled into Hobbiton one evening and toiled up the hill to Bag End. The startled hobbits peered out of lamplit doors to gape at it. It was driven by outlandish folk, singing strange songs. Dwarves with long beards and deep hoods. Wait, why do they have long beards and deep hoods? Were they being mischievous? We're gonna find out. A few of them remained at Bag End. At the end of the second week in September, a cart came in through by water from the direction of Brandwin Bridge in broad daylight. An old man was driving it all alone. He wore a tall pointed blue hat, a long grey cloak, and a silver scarf. He had a long white beard and bushy eyebrows that stuck out behind the brim of his hat. Is that who I think it is? It's Mr. Put It On himself. It's Gandalf, I think. Small hobbit children ran after the cart all through Hobbiton and right up the hill. It had a cargo of fireworks, as they rightly guessed. At Bilbo's front door, the old man began to unload. There were great bundles of fireworks of all sorts and shapes, each labeled with a large red G and the elf rune. So there's dark, bold symbols to describe it, I think. I think that's the language. That was Gandalf's mark, of course, and the old man was Gandalf the Wizard, whose fame in the Shire was due mainly to his skill with fires, smokes, and lights. His real business was far more difficult and dangerous, but the Shire folk knew nothing about it. To them, he was just one of the attractions at the party. Hence the excitement of the hobbit children. "Gee for grand," they shouted, and the old man smiled. So he's loved in Hobbiton. Okay. They knew him by sight, though he only appeared in Hobbiton occasionally and never stopped long. But neither they nor any but the oldest of their elders had seen one of his fireworks displays. They now belonged to a legendary past. Wait, where does Gandalf stay? You know what I mean? Does he just roam around? Like, when the old man held by Bilbo and some dwarves had finished unloading, Bilbo gave a few pennies away, but not a single scribble or cracker was forthcoming, to the disappointment of the onlookers. "Run away now," said Gandalf. "You will get plenty when the time comes." Then he disappeared inside with Bilbo, and the door was shut. The young hobbit stared at the door in vain for a while, and then made off, feeling that the day of the party would never come.